Hello everyone, welcome to Abhijeet Codes. So till now, what we have seen is what is a linked list and how to create a linked list. So in this video, we're going to see how to insert a node at the beginning of a linked list. Okay. So for this problem, we will be given the head of a linked list and the data that needs to be inserted. So these two variables we will have the access. And what we need to do is we need to return the head of the new linked list. So what should be the result? So let's suppose the data is 100. Okay. So the result should be a linked list like this whose first node's value should be 100. Then it should point to 10, then 20 and 30 and null. So what we can do, we can either create a separate list and copy all these values. So of course we are not going to do that. What else we can do is we can create a node and then link this node to the original head given to us. So what we will do is we will first let's create a separate node. Okay, let's call this temp. Okay, so we will create a node with name temp. Then we will change its data equal to the data given to us. So if it is 100, it will be 100. Next, we need to change the temps next equal to the head. Okay, and now the we need to do head equals temp. So this head will now point to here. Temp will also be pointing here, but now this head will point here. Okay, so you remember that this head is nothing but a simple pointer. So it can point to any node. So we'll change this pointer from here to this new node temp, and finally we will return this head or we'll return this temp. Okay, so let's see how to code it. So I have found a problem on HackerRank, so you can search it on Google, or I will also be giving this link in description. So insert a node at the head of a linked list. So let's first read the problem. Given a pointer to the head of a linked list, insert a new node before the head. So that's what we need to do. The next value of a node should point to head and data should be replaced with the given value. Return the reference to the new head of the list. The head pointer given may be null, pointing to its initial list is empty. Okay, so okay, it's all okay. We see an example given that input is of size 5, so we have a list of size 5. So first time what will be? It will be null. So after inserting 383, our linked list should look like this. Then we'll insert 484. So our linked list will now look like this and this and this and so on. So after each interval, our linked list will look like this. Okay. So let's see the code part. So what we need to do is insert a node at the beginning of the list. So when we see the code section, we see that they have given something for our reference, that how they have defined a linked list node. Okay. So we see that they have defined a linked list node by singly linked list node, and it has got two variables, data and next. Also, if you're not satisfied, you can check the internals, what they have written. So they have declared this using a class. Okay. So this is a class, and there they also provided a default constructor with a value data integer type. So we will be using this only. So now as we have seen this, so we are comfortable to code. The code is quite very simple. What we need to do is we need to first create a singly linked list node, and let's call it. So they have given the ll list name. Okay, so we can name our new node head. So it doesn't depend whether you name it head or not. It's not compulsory. We generally name it head, but they have used here l list. So we are naming our new variable head here. Okay, then we'll create the new object of this class singly linked list node with the value they have given to us. So till now what we have done, we have created a object of this class with the value data. Now we need to do head next. So head arrow next, what we'll do, we'll do L list. So the head of the original list is now linked to the our head. Okay, then we simply need to return head. We can either copy L list to head then return L list, or we can directly return head. Okay, now let's try to run it. Okay, you see that there's an error. So it's saying that it should be the linked list pointer. Okay, so you need to keep this all things in mind. In C++, what we do is we need a pointer. That's error. Now let's run it again. So you see the code was very simple, but we need to observe what a linked list is, how they have defined everything, and what they call it and all. So if you submit it, it will be passing all test cases. So how much time does it take? So if we talk about time complexity, we are just creating a single node and linking it and then simply returning it. So it will be just a constant operation. Okay. So now let's see the code in Java. So for Java, we will search Java here. We'll choose Java 8. So in Java also they have defined like this singly linked list node. They have got two variables, data and node. Here also we will check how internally they have defined it. So here also they have provided a constructor for it. Okay, so everything looks good. So now we'll directly move to code. What we'll do is we will do singly linked list node. Okay, we'll call it head equals new singly linked list node, and we'll give the data to default constructor. So now we have a head object created for this singly linked list node class. Okay, now we need to link them. So in Java we do head dot next. Okay, equals L list. Then we'll simply return the head. See, and we'll compile and it will run just fine. So Java's code is more simpler than C++. And next we'll submit it. So it is also watching the all test cases. So you see the linked list problems are not very difficult, but you just need to see how they are implemented and all. So that's it for this video. Okay, thank you, see you in the next video.